foremost, first and foremost, I want to give all praise to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and double honor to the elders of the Great Millstone, and salutations to all Akim and Howard and Baba bidding to the marriage. Um, I'm gonna start off with because America, you know, it's falling apart. The stores are shutting down. There's even video game companies are getting bankrupt. They're losing money. Pay less. What else is shutting down? Lowe's or whatever. Kmart, Walmart, so I want to get into, I'm going to start off from Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 1. Thus saith the Lord, behold, I will raise up against Babylon, against them that dwell in the midst of them, that rise up against me, a destroying wind, and will send unto Babylon fanners that shall fan her of them that rise up against me, destroying wind. Fan her, and shall empty her land, for in the day of the trouble they shall be against her round about, against him that bendeth to let the archer bent his bow, against him that lifted up himself and his bride and his bridine. And spare ye not her young men, destroy ye utterly all her hosts. Thus the slain shall fall in the land of the Chaldeans, and they that are thrust through in her streets, for Israel hath been forsaken. For Israel has not been forsaken. So the Lord is saying right here that America is going to be destroyed, and the Lord did not forsake us. Israel has not been forsaken, nor Judah of his God, of Yahweh, of the Lord of hosts. Though their land was filled with sin against the Holy One of Israel, flee out the midst of Babylon, deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity. Be not cut off into her iniquity. Don't fall for it. This lifestyle, that we live. This is the time of the Lord's vengeance. We're coming in the time of the Lord's vengeance, The Lord's going to come back, The Lord's going to be using these other nations also, nuclear missiles to destroy this place, armies. After that, the Lord's going to come in chariots, or before, you never know, We don't know the time, We, look at the signs, but we don't know exactly how it's all going to be in a chronological order. We don't know that, He will render unto her recompense. He's going to get, recompense, what she deserves, Babylon has been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. People deal with America through, all the food you see, like oranges to apples to even clothing lines, it's done through other countries mostly, that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken it for wine. Everybody dealt with America. Therefore, the nations are mad. Everybody's mad because everybody, Esau, playing everybody, he makes a deal, then he, makes another one, and he's, Esau probably, make him sign some paper, and there's small letterings that say something, some other thing, Esau just sneaky like that. He'll tell you the truth, but he won't bring it out to you, He'll do it in a sneaky way, the devil. Babylon is suddenly falling, destroyed, these stores, so she may be healed. It's all starting with these stores, these clothing stores, Macy's is shutting down, Victoria's Secret, those women go to that, So like a lot of clothing stores are shutting down, Then next, what do you think is gonna happen after clothing and the sneaker store? It's gonna go to the grocery stores, slowly but surely. No one notices it either, That's why I told you that the Lord's gonna come as a thief in the night. If the good man had watch for his house wouldn't have to be broken up. But no one's looking at the signs of what's coming. Um, I'm gonna get Revelations. It talks about how America, out of other countries, gonna be weeping for this country. I'm gonna get Revelations 18. I'm gonna start with 18:1. It says Babylon the Great is destroyed. After these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, is become the habitation of devils, and behold, and hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. So you think of it, you know, after America's clean wiped off the map, all you're gonna see is like probably sand and dust. You're gonna see like you know, animals here that that probably reside in the deserts, you know, cactuses, it's gonna be like sand, you know, nothing's gonna be here, you know. For all nations have drunk, everybody's mad because they dealt with America, you know. America has been fair with other nations, you know. For all have for all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her. Everybody dealt with America, well, every nation, you know. And the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies, but everybody's seen through that, through America, you know. Because, you got Venezuela doesn't want no problem, he doesn't want no business with America, you know. And I have heard, they're saying now that America put an EMP, it took out the electricity, their grid, you know. And they're test running over there, so how people react over there, this is how people are gonna react, over here, but people are not gonna know that. The same thing that happened in New York, all electricity was shut off. For all nations have drunk of her wine of her fornication. The kings of the earth have committed fornication with her. The merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sin, that ye receive not of her plagues. So, because you not receive, have committed rich through her delicacies, rich through the abundance of her delicacies, And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sin. So, don't be partakers of her sin and receive not of her plagues, because what's coming to America is coming to, like, a lot of people. For our sins have reached unto heaven, and Yahweh hath remembered her iniquities. Remember her, reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her work, and the cup which she has filled to her double. So, gonna fill to her double, Esau runs his country too, so when he's in slavery, that's what's gonna happen to him. How much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her, for she hath in her heart, I will sit a queen, I am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. So, America's on a decline, it's falling apart, it's a trillion, I looked it up, what's the debt in America? They said $22 trillion, And you got Moab buying up houses over here, You got Moab, because like America owes money to other nations too, and America can't pay it off. They got no money. They use all their money to donate it to Israel and other countries, so they can like go bomb somebody, Ridiculous. But I want to get. But I want to get go down. I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna keep reading down. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. So it's telling you right there what's gonna happen to America. Strong is the Lord Yahweh who judges her. Yahweh is gonna judge America according to what she has done. It's gonna be flat out destroyed. The king of the earth have committed fornication, who lived deliciously with her, shall bewail her and lament for her. One day shall see the smoke of her burning. So and there's a lot of countries that didn't, America is gonna be the one that burned up. So shoot at her, spare no arrows in the book of Jeremiah, So that's not talking about actual arrows, talking about nuclear missiles. If you think about it, because it's impossible to shoot one arrow at a country and expect it to blow up. Like if you think, logically think about this, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come. And the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buys their merchandise anymore. So no one's gonna buy their merchandise anymore. The merchandise of gold and silver and precious stones, and of pearls and fine linen and purple and silk, and it gets on, it goes on and on. So, the merchants, no one's gonna buy their merchandise anymore. You know why? Because America's gonna be destroyed, and most of the merchandise in these other countries, America, to the food, to the clothes, to electronics, computers, laptops, whatever, phones, everything is made overseas. Everything is made in other countries. Nothing. America makes nothing. So when it says no man buys their merchandise anymore, who are they referring to? America. No man. No one's gonna buy their merchandise because everything. America is the biggest consumer. From these other nations because everything is made from these other countries. The merchandise of gold and silver, precious stones and pearls. These Rolexes. You know, these chains, these everything, pearls, stones, scarlet, all vessels of ivory and all manner vessels of most precious wood and brass and iron and marble. You know, weapons are made overseas. Everything is made overseas. Iron. But yeah, I want to go down to 16 though. I'm gonna go down to 14. And the fruit that thy soul lusted after are departed from thee. And that's everybody desire these things. The new iPhone. Everybody wants the new upgrade. Everybody wants the iPhone X, the iPhone. Everybody's lusted. Everybody wants. A bunch of followers. They just that's what society wants. And after departing from thee, all these things which were dainty and goodly are departed from thee, and thou shalt find them no more at all. So everything you have on this side, it's not gonna matter, because you're not gonna have it on the next work in the next life. Everything's gonna be burnt up. TV, your flat screen TV, your recliner chair that you're so comfortable, just relaxing in. No more Simpsons for you. No more Family Guy. No, so like everything people holds on to on this world is gonna be annihilated. You know, the merchant of these things which were made rich by her shall stand afar off for the fear of her torment, weeping and wailing. So nobody, these chargers, these phones, these cars, everything. These cars are most, Germany, Italy. All these cars are made in other countries. They're gonna be weeping and wailing. Why? Because no one is gonna buy their goods. They're gonna be broke. You know. And saying, alas, alas, that great city that was clothed in fine linen, purple and scarlet, decked with golden precious stones and pearls. What country are they referring to? America. America's rich. If you look at these, those nice skyscrapers, these glass doors, these state houses, they got the gold plated rooftop. They got in America got, they got them doors that open automatically if you press on a button. I'm just naming stuff. Elevators. Escalators. Limos or whatever. So clothes in fine linen, scarlet decked with gold, precious stones and pearls. You know, in America got all different types of foods from every culture also. You know, but yeah, for in 1 hour so great riches come to naught. Every shipmaster and all this company and ships and sailors and as many as trade by sea stood afar off. So everybody, in that day, is gonna stand afar off. Stood afar off. So like these other nations gonna stand afar off and just start wailing because like no one's gonna be buying their goods. That I can be making more shipment containers, bringing them over here. No more trucks rolling in the new clothing line for Aeropostale or Forever 21 or whatever. No more sneakers for Foot Locker, or Expressions. You know. So everything's gonna fall apart. And I'm gonna go down some more for one, and all this is gonna go away in 1 hour. And as many, For in 1 hour so great riches come to naught, and every shipmaster and all the company and ships and sailors and as many as trade by sea stood afar off. And you know why these these other stores shutting down is because no one can buy their products no more. You know, everybody losing money. You know, so you know people can't go to those stores, so they're shutting them down. Also, the dollar is diminishing. It doesn't really amount to much anymore as it did before, like a couple of years back. You know, people believe that the stock market is not gonna crash again, but it is. You know, it crashed in 2008 and 2009. But what makes you think it's not gonna happen again? You know, in America, you know, they said our job, you know, you got Donald Trump lying and saying that there's a lot of jobs than ever before, but yet people still can't find no work. You know, we're still trillion, you know, not we, but America, you know, they're still $1 trillion in debt. And cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, what city's like onto this great city? You know, they're going to be, you know, everybody's going to be upset, saying, well, how did this city fall, you know, what's like onto these great cities? You know, you have the other countries going to be like traumatized, you know. They cast dust on their heads and cried, weeping and wailing, saying, alas, alas, the great city wherein were made rich, all that had ships in the sea by reason of her coastline. For in 1 hour is she made desolate. So, you know, it tells you right there what's going to happen to America. It's going to be made desolate in 1 hour. So everything you thought, you know, everybody believed, you know, they thought they're going to keep in this life is going to come to naught. And when you die, you're not going to be able to take any of these physical objects with you anyway. So what are you holding on to? You know, materialistic things that society wants you to believe that it's like, you know, something great, but it's actually not. You know, I think you just need what you need to survive. That's all. Nothing more, nothing less. But yeah, that's it on that. You know, I just want to get into that. You know, there's a lot of stores. Costco is shutting down. You know, there's plenty of stores. You know, Walmart. You know, I just want to get into that because you know, the dollar is collapsing. You know, I don't know when though, but you know, a recession is coming. But you know, since we're in a global system, America's not the only one that's gonna be affected by it either. You know, every country, you know, is gonna be affected by this. But America's gonna get hit some worse too, cause it's gonna be destroyed anyways. But I want to get one more scripture. I'm gonna get Jeremiah chapter 50 verse 21. Call together archers against Babylon, all ye that bend the bow. Camp against it round about, let none thereof escape. Recompense her according to her work, according to all that she has done, do unto her. For she has been proud against the Lord, against the Holy One of Israel. You know, so America has been proud against the Lord, you know, to make mockery of the Most High. Says on the dollar we trust in God, but yet no one believes in God in this country. Most people don't. This is the most biggest atheist country you could ever be at. It's hypocritical, you know. Esau makes laws, but he doesn't even keep them, you know. He works every law of his own, you know. He makes them for people, but he doesn't even keep them, you know. It doesn't even make sense, you know. But that's it on that. But yeah, call to get the archers against the Babylon. All you that bend the bow, camp against it round about. So you know, call to get the archers. That's the, you know, America's gonna be destroyed. America's gonna be destroyed by nuclear missiles, you know. And no one's gonna be able to do nothing about it. But that's that's all through the Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. But you know, that's it on that. But America's gonna be destroyed by the ways of Russia and those other nations. But you know, Esau's test running the EMP that that I heard that he tried in Venezuela, you know, and now he's gonna see how people react over there. Test run for what's coming to America, you know. They said, you know, everybody believes it's coming to America too. You know, you got Esau even making videos on this. So you know, even the prophets on the highways and byways, they are also servants of Yahweh Bashem Yashai. You know. But that's it on that. I want to give all praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, double honors to the elders, great millstone, and salutations to Yakim on the highways and byways.